Do you have Pinterest? And do you have access to story pins? Well, let me teach you how to create your Pinterest story pin and get even more reach. So here we go. Hi, my name is Nicole Riley, and I teach bloggers how to become confident marketers and grow their business. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the bell to get a notification the next time I publish a new video or go live. It is really cool to use Pinterest stories. However, as a blogger, that really depends on traffic. It can be a little bit challenging to take advantage of that reach from that story pin and get traffic to your website. It is possible if you have the right call of action and your audience really wants that piece of content that you are talking about. So how do you do that? There's a few little tips and tricks I would like to provide you on how to do your story pin the right way. So as a blogger specifically, or a person who sells something, you need that traffic, you can do a few things. Put the call to action in one of the slides, and I'll show you in a second how to do that, right? And tell them exactly what to do. So for example, you can say, hey, head over to my profile and click the link in my description, and then head to my website and check out XYZ, whatever you want them to check out, right? I have a search bar, you can find that. Or you tell them go to XYZ board and the link is right there, right? So for example, if you create a pattern for, let's say, a bowl cozy, and then you're going to tell them, hey, head over to my kitchen board. That's where the link is where you can find the pattern. They will likely do that. They will literally go to your profile if they really want that piece of content and go to the kitchen board and then click from there over to find your pattern. So there's a few other things you can do. You can also put it in the description in there. Here's the thing. I would not put it on the slides. Pinterest doesn't like that. Pinterest actually reads the piece of content, that information, that text overlay you put on the slides. It reads that. And it helps Pinterest to figure out where to put your story, like who's your audience, right? It can read that piece of content and then say, you know what, this is all crochet patterns, go show it to the crochet pattern people, meaning to the crocheters who wants to see those patterns. So you probably don't want to put a link there because if they can read that, not sure if they're going to show it. You know what? They can even lower your reach a little bit if you do so. However, there's one more little trick you can do. So let me now show you all that stuff. So here is my Pinterest account, right? So I have some stories over there. And so let me show you how to do that. Okay, so you click here on the bottom, you have a white bar with a plus sign. You're going to click that and click story pin. Of course, you have to have access to it, right? So now you can click on the big plus sign and then you add your piece of content. You can say it right there. You saw that my face popped up, so you can actually, show it right there, or you have a pre-recorded. So Pinterest doesn't like it when you use a TikTok video, but you could if you wanted to, right? I mean, it doesn't prevent you from anything. So for example, I'm going to pick here a TikTok video for my Pinterest story, and I'm going to pick a few other ones, right? It doesn't really matter for me right now as I'm showing you how to do this, but you can click as many as you like. I forgot what the limit is. I think it's 25 or so slides, but the golden number seems to be 5. Okay, so 5 slides. So here's my video now, and that is the cover. So you want to edit the cover, add your text. So I really highly recommend that you work with keywords here, that you're really clear, and as many slides as you possibly can. Around 5 is a good number. So for example, here you write down something that catches someone's eye when they see it. So for example, in this case, I would write down bowl cozy, free crochet pattern, right? And then I add a little background to it. Then I place it somewhere. I can change the video up a little bit. And then there is a bar down here. You can see I can't go higher or lower. So you want to keep it in that frame. Pinterest reads exactly that. Bowl cozy free crochet pattern. It does read it. So make sure that it's not just a good caption that catches your audience attention, but it also allows Pinterest to figure out what your story is about. So now you can add more pages. On the bottom right, it says pages. So you can add here more pages. So I'm going to just pick a couple of them. So for example, here's one of them. And then you can add more content to it. And so you click on it and then you can add text to it. You can add music, you can add, change the design and all that stuff. I highly recommend that you add something like a call to action. Do XYZ, right? Like go to my profile, click the link, follow me for more. But you want to do that on the very last slide, not on the first one. So if you have 5 slides, do it on the very last one. Very important, the cover cannot be changed. So make the cover exactly the way you want to, exactly, perfectly, because you can't edit after. You can edit any other slides in your story pin that you published, but once it's published, you can't change the cover. So make sure the cover is perfect. You can add up to 250 characters, as you can see, per slide, and you can add all kinds of information. So info, you can see here, you can add stuff like this. So you can change the color, right, as you wish. You can here change more colors. You can change the font, so many things that you can change, right? You can place it wherever you want, but there is still the area where you have to stick to, right? So on the bottom here, you can add more clips, you can add filters, you can add audio, you can talk over it, whatever you wish. Once you're done, you click done and then you click next when you have all your slides ready. The title is automatically picked, but you can change it up slightly. So you can change it after the fact, right? And then you add it to a board that is very specific for your pen. So really make sure that you put it on the right board, not just your biggest board or the most popular one, but the actual one that it belongs to. For example, this one is a bold cozy. I would add it to my kitchen board that has kitchen crochet patterns in there. And then you want to add a list of things. So that will be the description, right? I add my link to it, but Pinterest sometimes doesn't like it. So be aware of that. But when you have it as a DIY thing where you can add your tools and stuff, you can add a link to it. When you do that, it gives you a supply button to copy. I'll show you that in a second, right? So let's say you add that to it. And then you want to add your tags. I think it's up to 10 tags. Be very specific on the tags. It's all pre-populated, so you can't create a new one. You have to pick whatever Pinterest suggests for you once you start typing. So for example, here, if I start typing crochet, this is what it gives me. I have to pick from that, right? So, but be very specific because the tags are super important for Pinterest to figure out what your content is about so it can share to the right audience. So once you have all that done, you publish it from there. You can also save it and you can edit your cover. So I highly recommend you pick a good cover. So it really has the ideal picture when a person looks at it and wants to click further, right? You can save it here too. You see on the top right corner, you can save that video and then repurpose it for other social media platforms if you wish to do so. So here you can see one of my videos, and you can see there on the top, it says supplies. So when I click that and then scroll down, I added my links to it, as you can see. And there is a copy list button. So your audience can literally copy it and therefore have the link from there. So if they're then copy it over, they can grab the link and then know exactly where your piece of content is. As a blogger, that can be very helpful, right? So this is a little trick, but it can help you at least get some kind of traffic out of it. But Pinterest does recommend that you add some kind of call to action. So for example, here on my second slide here, I can hold it down so you can see it. It does say that you can copy the list, right? To get the free pattern. And I also tell them to follow me and check out my other boards where I give them more tips. Now, right here is where they get the button. You can't see it right now because it's my own, but it has a follow button. So it comes right after. So it encourages them to follow you. When you slide up, from that story, you can see it shows more of my stories. You can also go to the right and you can see more of that, right? So that's kind of how it does that. And then it stops from there. It has comments and like button. It's kind of a heart down there. So you do want to make sure that you check out those once in a while and engage with your audience. Pinterest does say that. Engage with the audience if you want them to engage with you. So just like all the other social media platforms. I know Pinterest started out more as a search engine for pictures and videos and DIYers and all that stuff. but it's turning a little bit more social, and it's encouraging you to do the same if you want to keep your reach or have even more reach and have great traffic to your website and have a good audience. So that is how you do a Pinterest story. There's a lot more to it, and I likely will create more videos about it if you let me know that's what you want to hear about. So leave a comment down below and tell me if this video was helpful and if you want more of them, meaning specific Pinterest videos, or if you want more Instagram videos, more Facebook, TikTok, or blogging videos, or of course live streaming, right? This is all about bloggers going live, whether it's a piece of content or whether it's live streaming or publishing a course or a membership. Simply as that, marketing. You can do it too, and you can feel confident about it. So tell me, what do you need more help with? And I'm happy to create video tutorials for you. Be sure to like, comment, and share this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the bell to get a notification the next time I publish a new video or go live. I'll see you then. Bye.